Hi loves, and welcome back. For this reading, we're looking at the energy of the person thinking about you right now. And again, we're reading this the same way as before. The bottom row clarifies the top row, and the overall energy running through the spread tells the deeper story of what this person is experiencing internally. And right away, this spread carries a very strong theme of heart versus obligation. This feels like someone who has been living a life that looks stable or structured on the outside, but internally, they are beginning to realize that the path they are currently on is not aligned with what their heart truly wants. Let's start at the beginning of the spread, because the first card sets the tone for everything. The first card we see is building blocks. This card speaks about foundations, structures, and things that have been built over time. Relationships, homes, responsibilities, and commitments that have taken years to establish. When someone sees their life through the energy of building blocks, it often means they have created something that looks stable on the outside. They may have built a family structure, a marriage, a home, or a lifestyle that other people view as successful or secure. But when we look at the clarifier underneath it, we see door to spirit reversed. This is extremely telling. The door to spirit represents alignment with one's true soul path. When it appears reversed, it often indicates someone who has felt disconnected from their deeper truth or spiritual calling. So right away, we see a contrast here. This person may have built a life based on responsibility or expectation, but somewhere along the way, they began to feel that this life does not fully represent who they are anymore. This could be someone who followed the path they believed they were supposed to follow: marriage, stability, doing what was expected. But internally, they may have started feeling spiritually or emotionally disconnected from that life. Now the next card is man holding a heart, which is one of the clearest indicators in the energy oracle of someone who has deep emotional feelings. This card represents a person who carries love in their heart, someone who feels emotionally connected and sincere about their feelings. But when we look at the clarifier underneath it, we see the temple path. The temple path is a powerful card because it represents a spiritual journey toward one's true destiny. It speaks of a path that is guided by intuition, purpose, and deeper truth. So what this combination suggests is that this person may see the connection with you as something that is aligned with their heart and their soul path. In other words, from their perspective, the connection with you may feel like the path they should have followed or the path they feel called toward now. For some of you, this person may even feel that meeting you awakened something inside them, something that made them question the life they had been living up until that point. Now we move to the center of the spread, which is the most important energy here. The card here is woman holding a coin reversed. In many readings, this card represents someone connected to finances, stability, or long-term partnership. When reversed, it often indicates a relationship that has become unbalanced or disconnected, particularly in practical or material terms. Because this card is reversed in the center position, it strongly suggests that the person on your mind may currently be in a relationship or marriage that is no longer emotionally or spiritually fulfilling. The clarifier beneath it is the world. The world represents completion of a cycle. It represents reaching the end of a chapter and preparing to move into a new phase of life. So the message here is very clear. This person is beginning to recognize that the relationship or situation they are currently in has reached its natural ending point. Sometimes people stay in relationships out of loyalty, responsibility, or fear of disrupting their life structure. But when the world appears, it often signals that the soul recognizes that a cycle has finished. The next card is Go the Distance reversed. This card normally represents perseverance and commitment, but when it appears reversed, it often shows someone realizing they can no longer continue pushing forward in the same direction. This could represent someone who has tried to make a relationship work for a long time, perhaps out of obligation or hope that things would improve. But underneath it, we see men holding a heart reversed, which reinforces the idea that emotionally, something has changed. When this card appears reversed, it often indicates someone who is no longer able to give their heart in the way they once did. In other words, emotionally, they may have already begun detaching from the situation they are currently in. Then the final card in the top row is Storm Warning. This card speaks of tension, conflict, or a situation that may soon come to a head. Storm warning often appears when someone knows that a conversation, decision, or turning point is approaching. And when we look at the clarifier underneath it, we see man holding a coin. This card represents someone who values stability, commitment, and long-term security. So this combination suggests that the conflict or storm that may arise is tied to major life decisions about stability and commitment. This could involve conversations about finances, divorce, separation, or restructuring one's life path. Now, when we step back and look at the spread as a whole, the message becomes very clear. This person may currently be in a structured relationship or marriage that was built over time, something that once felt like the right choice but now feels misaligned with their deeper truth. Meeting you or developing feelings for you may have triggered a deeper awakening inside them, making them question whether the life they built truly reflects what their heart wants. At the center of the spread, we see the recognition that the current relationship cycle may be ending, and that a new chapter of life may be waiting. But the process of leaving something that has been built over years is rarely simple. It often involves emotional, financial, and social consequences, which is why we see hesitation and tension in the surrounding cards. What stands out strongly here is that this person appears to be standing at a crossroads between the life they built and the path their heart is calling them toward. And the energy suggests that the realization of that truth is becoming stronger and harder for them to ignore. In the next part of the reading, when we bring in the tarot, we'll look more closely at what this person is actually likely to do next and whether they are ready to take action on these realizations. Now let's look at the tarot, because this part of the reading really confirms and deepens everything we saw in the oracle spread. The cards here show us how this person truly feels about you, what they are hiding, and what they are likely planning to do next. And the energy that comes through is actually very revealing. Starting with how this person feels about you, we see the Queen of Swords paired with the Two of Cups. This is a very powerful combination. The Queen of Swords is strong air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and this card represents someone who is intelligent, perceptive, emotionally honest, and not afraid to see the truth of a situation. The Queen of Swords doesn't tolerate illusions. She values honesty, clarity, and authenticity in relationships. When someone sees you as the Queen of Swords, they often view you as someone who knows your worth, someone who won't accept half-hearted effort or confusion. You may come across as calm and composed, but also emotionally aware and able to read situations very clearly. Now, pairing that with the Two of Cups is extremely significant. The Two of Cups is one of the strongest indicators of emotional compatibility and mutual connection in tarot. It represents a bond where both people feel seen and understood by one another. So from this person's perspective, you represent someone who is not only emotionally meaningful to them, but someone they feel genuine partnership potential with. The Two of Cups is not casual attraction. It is the feeling of meeting someone who feels like an equal, someone who mirrors your energy in a way that feels natural. This is likely why the connection with you has been so difficult for them to ignore, even if circumstances in their life made it complicated. Now, when we move into what this person is hiding, we see the King of Swords. And the detail that really stands out here is that the King of Swords is visually looking directly toward the Queen of Swords and the Two of Cups. This is extremely symbolic. The King and Queen of Swords are counterparts. When these two appear together in a reading, it often represents two people who are intellectually and emotionally matched. These are people who can communicate clearly with one another, understand each other's perspectives, and share similar values. So what this person may not be openly expressing yet is that they see you as their true counterpart. Again, we see strong air energy here, which could mean one or both of you have prominent Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. But beyond astrology, the symbolism is clear. This person recognizes a level of compatibility with you that they may not have experienced with others. But because this realization is in the hidden position, it also suggests that they may have kept these thoughts to themselves while dealing with the complicated situation we saw earlier in the oracle spread. Now we move into what they are likely planning to do, and this is where the energy becomes very interesting. We see the Page of Cups paired with the Empress reversed. The Page of Cups represents emotional communication, vulnerability, and heartfelt expression. It's often the card of someone opening up emotionally or revealing their feelings in a gentle, sincere way. This can show someone reaching out with a message, an apology, or an emotional confession. But the card that clarifies it is the Empress reversed, which is very telling in the context of this reading. The Empress normally represents nurturing feminine energy, motherhood, or long-term partnership. When reversed, it can represent a relationship dynamic that has become imbalanced or unhealthy. Given everything we saw earlier, the building blocks, the woman holding a coin reversed, and the world, this strongly suggests that this person may be ending or preparing to end a relationship with a karmic feminine energy in their life. For some of you, this could absolutely involve children or a family structure, which would explain why this situation has felt stuck or complicated for so long. Leaving a relationship where children are involved is rarely a quick or easy decision. But the Empress reversed can also indicate someone realizing that the nurturing or loving energy in that relationship has faded, or that the connection is no longer healthy for either person. The Page of Cups appearing here suggests that once this realization becomes clear to them, they may feel compelled to communicate honestly with you about what has been happening in their life. It almost feels like someone wanting to explain the truth of their situation, why things couldn't move forward before, and what is changing now. So when we look at the tarot and oracle together, the overall message is very consistent. This person appears to recognize a strong soulmate-level connection with you. They see you as someone who matches them intellectually and emotionally, someone they could build a real partnership with. But their life circumstances, particularly a structured relationship or family dynamic, created obstacles that prevented them from acting on those feelings earlier. Now, the energy suggests that they are beginning to confront the reality of their current situation and recognize that the life they built may no longer align with what their heart truly wants. And as that realization deepens, they may begin to open up emotionally and communicate more honestly about the choices they are facing. All right, loves, that is the message coming through for this reading. If this resonated with your situation and you'd like to explore the energy around your specific connection, personal love message spreads are now open. In those readings, we dive much deeper into the person in your energy, what they would say to you, what they're hiding, what's influencing the connection, and what they're likely to do next. And if you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support the channel and allows me to continue bringing you more readings like this one. You can also leave a comment and let me know if any part of this message resonated with you or reflected something happening in your own connection. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next reading.